G'day YouTube, how yous going? Alright, this week I'm planning on doing a Please Explain video. What's a Please Explain video? A Please Explain video is where I talk about stuff that I don't really understand why people do what they do, and leave it up to you guys to
Please explain.
Washing your hands in a public toilet. That I don't get. Okay, maybe if you're going in there for number 2, that's one thing, but if you're going in there for number 1, you know, drain the old serpent, then I don't understand why guys are washing their hands at a public toilet. Okay, let's see why. Alright, scenario number 1. You walk on into the toilet, you flop your old fella out, you hang on to your own old fella, you zip up, you walk out. That's scenario number 1. Okay, scenario number 2. You walk in, you hold on to your own old fella, you do your business, then you go on over to the basin, alright? Now you don't know who's been there before you, you don't know what they've done, you don't know what they've got on their hands, you don't know whether they've been coughing, spluttering, what they've been doing, okay? So you turn on the taps. Alright, that's okay, because then you wash your hands, no problems. Now you've got clean hands, you're going to go touch that dirty, filthy tap again. Then, on the way out, you're going to grab hold of that door handle. Now, you don't know who's grabbed that door handle, so the whole point of washing your hands has now gone completely out the window. And should you grab that door handle and feel it being a bit damp, you always like to tell yourself, the guy before me didn't dry his hands properly. No, I've known plenty of scallywags over the years that go and urinate on those door handles just because they know people are going to touch them for that particular reason. So, washing your hands in a public toilet?
Please explain.
Number 2, women having nothing to wear. What is with that? They're always complaining they have nothing to wear. They have way more clothes than us fellas. Take my missus for example. She has not 1, not 2, but 3 wardrobes worth of hanging space. Then she has 1, 2, 3 sets of drawers, plus another tall boy set of drawers, all packed with clothes. She has so many clothes that in the corner of our room we have to have another pile of clothes that there just isn't any room for. I have 1 little half wardrobe for my clothes. She has 3 wardrobes worth, plus the drawers, plus the tall boy, and she's always plus the pile in the corner, and she's always saying, I've got nothing to wear. Some of those clothes I haven't seen her wear in the last 4 years. She still has them, yet nothing to wear. And when you say, hey, why don't you get rid of some clothes then? We'll get some new clothes, take them down to the salvos. Oh no, I couldn't get rid of them. I used them all. Nothing to wear. What's up with that?
Please explain.
Women in romance movies. There's another one that I just can't get my head around. You're sitting there on the couch, fellas, you know what I'm talking about, with your lovely lady, watching some sort of a chick flick with her, some sort of a romance, old school, new school, whatever it is. The fella walks in, doesn't say a word, just walks up to the woman, rips open her blouse, rips off her bra, throws her down on the bed, and then proceeds to have his way with her. And the women sit there going, oh my God, that's so romantic. Oh, where do you find a man like that? Well, he can leave his shoes under my bed anytime. But I've got to tell you, you try that in real life, you come home from work, fellas, walk in, rip open your missus' shirt, rip off her bra, throw her down and say, now I'm going to have my way with you. And you know what you'll get? No, where's the romance? What do you think I am? Just a piece of meat. Oh my God. I tell you, Vin Diesel does it, it's romantic, it's fantastic, and he's such a stud. I do it, and I'm the biggest bastard this side of the black stump. Women in romance movies.
Please explain.
Educational movies in school. Now way back when I was in school, if I was sitting at home after school and something educational came on the television, flick it over. But you go into school and the teacher says, today we're going to be watching a movie on the dissection of a rat, and you're like, yes! What's that about? Why watching movies in school fun, educational movies in school fun, but any other time you just don't want to do it? Educational movies in school.
Please explain.
Coffee mugs, that's another one. Everyone goes out and they buy a lovely set of coffee mugs. They bring them home, they put them in the cupboard, okay? But everybody picks out their favourite mug, and that's the only one they use. The other mugs could all sit in there forever and ever and never be used except by a guest. You can only use that one mug that you want to use. All the rest of the set are just replacements in case you break it. Why do we do that? Why don't we just buy ourselves the one mug? Why buy a set of mugs? What's with a set of mugs?
Please explain.
Women screaming when they see a child doing something wrong. This I don't get. A woman walks into a room, they find the child climbed up on top of something, it's hanging there, it's about to fall, it's about to topple, and what do? Ah, get down! What's that about? I mean, if I'm balancing on something and someone starts screaming at me, I'm gonna fall. So really, all they're doing by running in there and screaming is going to make that child fall. Then the child falls, and what does the woman say? See, I told you. Why do you climb? This is what happens when you climb. Why do you think I tell you not to climb? No, it never would have happened if you didn't run in there screaming. Had you just walked in there calmly, grabbed the child and put the child down, there would have been no incident. It was you screaming. So women screaming when they see a child balancing on something?
Please explain.
Women and handbags. What's going on there? Every woman I know has about 15 to 20 handbags in their cupboard. They only ever use the one, it's the main one they use. All the rest they've bought for different events, maybe for a once off, maybe they were using it as an everyday bag and updated it, but now they don't use them at all. They just sit in there for years and years and years and years and years until they basically just rot away. They don't use them again. Why they need to keep them? And what's going on with nanas? Nanas always have about 60 or 70 handbags in their cupboard. A bloke has one wallet, and when something fades or goes wrong with it, we throw it out, we replace it with another one. We don't have 100 wallets sitting in our wardrobe by the time we're 60, but I'll tell you what, most women have 100 handbags. Women and handbags.
Please explain.
Bottles of spring water. Why do they have a use by date? This water has supposedly trickled through the springs in and out of the hills for millions of years. Then man comes along, we put it in a bottle, and suddenly it's only good for another month or so. Why is there a use by date on spring water? Spring water.
Please explain.
Small dogs biting you. What's up with that? Now, if a big Rottweiler or a Doberman or something like that is coming after you and it's about to attack you, and you turn around and you kick it, you punch it, you stop it, however you stop it, you're a hero. Oh my God, I can't believe that Roddy was about to get him and you just punched it, knocked it out, or whatever the go is. You're a hero. But I tell you what, a little small dog comes and bites you like a Chihuahua or a Shih Tzu, and you kick that dog, it goes flying across the backyard, and you're the biggest prick this side of Black Stump. And what's that about? Because I'm telling you, those little dogs, they hurt just as much as the big dogs. Alright, the big dogs might do a bit more damage, but the pain factor is still there. So why is it suddenly mean to kick the little dog, but not the big dog? Little dogs seem to have some sort of a rite of passage. What, they get some sort of a letter from the government saying that they're allowed to do what they want? They get a free ride? What's going on with that? Little dogs biting you.
Please explain.
Okay, and the last one's one that I'm just tacking on the end here. It's something that's happened to some Australian YouTubers. Alright, let's have a look at the news footage first and then we'll talk about it.
An internet prank has earned 5 young Perth men a date with the courts after their antics sparked a major police inquiry. It's alleged the men staged what was meant to look like an abduction and filmed it to be uploaded on YouTube. Members of the public thought it was real and rang 000.
A busy Leederville intersection in the middle of the day. A semi-naked man in handcuffs climbs out from the boot of a car and makes a run for it. Stunned motorists watch as the driver gets out and chases him. There's a scuffle and the pair are last seen running off into bushland. It was all a prank, filmed from multiple angles, the video then posted on YouTube. But for those who watched it unfold, it looked very real. So real, police were called, an investigation was launched, significant man hours were wasted until the hoax was finally uncovered.
Not there anymore, boys.
As you'd expect, police didn't see the funny side. The 5 young men allegedly involved were all arrested this week. They've now got a date with the courts on charges of creating a false belief.
Right, now what's going on there? Creating a false belief. Since when is that against the law? Creating a false belief is now against the law apparently in Australia. It's a law you can be charged with. So every parent that's telling their kid about Santa Claus, chuck them in the clink. All the parents and teachers telling the kids about the Easter Bunny, gone. And I want to know when Tony Abbott's getting locked up for having most of the population have a false belief that this country would be better off under his government. creating a false belief. Rightio, well thanks for watching this week's video. If you want to subscribe, there's a subscribe link just down the bottom there. As you can see, new videos up every Friday here in Australia, so if you like what you've seen, subscribe. If you want to check out some of my other videos, come on over to Kev's Place, check out my channel, and then subscribe from there. Now what about comments, guys? Nobody's made any comments. As of the filming of this, I've received no comments on any of my videos yet. So how about you be the first to comment? Down the bottom there, it's a little comment section, just comment. Alright, no worries, and I'll see you next Friday.